Hello and welcome to Plus Pack. In today's video I'm going to be showing you where we've created a weir across the stream, where we're going to site the polytunnel, and I'll show you how to divide New Zealand flax. So the digger needed a way to get across the stream to access the field behind me to do the work. And they've created a little weir across the stream. So yeah, let's go and have a look. The great thing is that it's opened up a view behind me that I didn't really realise was there, of all these little waterfalls. So what I'm now thinking is we put a more permanent bridge in here so that we can appreciate the wonderful waterfalls without getting our feet wet. We did have to cut down a few trees, but they were dead or dying already, as they had ash dieback, which here in the UK is a disease that is sadly killing off a lot of the ash trees. Okay, let's continue. I'll show you what's been going on in the field. Try not to fall over into the stream. Right. There we go. Behind me here is the area where the polytunnel will go. We got the polytunnel from an old nursery that was closing down, and it's a beast of a polytunnel. 6 meters by 18, and it was only when we were measuring out the space for it here that I really appreciated just how big it is. So I'm looking forward to having plenty of growing space once we get going with that. Behind me, we've marked where the corner of the polytunnel will go. So that's the front left corner, front right over there, and then there and there. So you can see it was going to go all the way back over there. We've cleared back a bit of the scrub behind me and revealed some small trees that were actually getting overgrown with brambles. So it's nice to let them see the light of day. We have 2 elders here, one there and one behind me over there. And then this one here is lovely. It's a bladder nut. It has little nuts that are edible. I've not tried them yet. And they come in a little pouch, like a bladder. It's a really pretty tree. Carry on over here, and oh, I forgot to show you something. Right, okay, let's go back again. To get access to the polytunnel, we had to remove a few trees that I put in about 8 or 9 years ago. Hopefully they'll survive the move, but time will tell. One of them was just behind me here, was a pear tree called Humbug, which has nice little stripes on the outside. It was really unhappy here. It was far too damp for it, and it's just sulked and hardly grown. So that was a good idea to move that. And the other ones were quite small still, so I'm thinking that they'll survive. Yeah, so I'll go and show you those now. These are the plants that have been dug up and removed from beside the polytunnel. So I'm going to have to put them in pots, and I'll probably take the opportunity to divide some of them and yeah, build up my stock. And yeah, I'll show you what ones we've got. This here is an Amelanchier, Saskatoon, so it's an edible berry, and it's called Smoky. This one here is a strawberry tree. And over here we have 2 New Zealand Flax. These are the ones that I'm hoping to divide and get some more plants out of. I'll just show you a couple of the plants that we removed next to the polytunnel that I've already potted on. Here we have the pear that I mentioned that we moved from beside the polytunnel. It's the one with the stripy fruit on it, so I'm really hoping it survives. Wish it luck. And then over here, there we go. That big scraggly plant is a flowering quince, and it has lovely red flowers on it. And it has small fruit as well, which are supposedly edible. I've not tried them myself, but yeah. And that one, I managed to get quite a few little branches that had roots growing off them. So that's a good one for me to start propagating with. And finally, this little pot down here is either a gunnera or it's a chunk of half-rotten wood. Not quite sure. When the builders created the weir to get across the stream, I'd completely forgotten I had a gunnera planted there. And so I scrambled amongst the mud and the rocks, and I did uncover something that might be the root of the gunnera. Don't know. I've put it in a pot, and let's just hope that a gunnera appears. I finished potting up most of the trees that we've had to clear out of the way so that we can get the polytunnel up, and I've just got these New Zealand Flax left. New Zealand Flax are good plants to have in the garden as they're really architectural, they're evergreen, they provide great shape and structure. They can get quite big though, so it's worth bearing that in mind. Another thing is that you can actually make a kind of string from the fibre that's inside of the leaves. I've not actually tried this myself, but maybe it's something I'll do at some point and make a video about how to do it and whether or not it works. The first thing I'm going to do is remove all of the grass and weeds that are around the base. I'm just going to give it a shake now to remove some of the excess soil. Okay, there we go. Nice healthy root structure. A few worms in there as well. I've got the 2 New Zealand Flax plants here, and I want both of them to still be quite large specimens. However, they've already been dug up and disturbed, so I might as well take advantage of that and propagate them. Now, this is quite easy to do with New Zealand Flax. All you need to do is just be a little bit ruthless. Take a chunk that you want to take away from the main plant and create new plants from, and just give it a bit of a tug. You can use gravity to help you out, and you'll find they'll just kind of ease away. Voila! Now, if I wanted to, I could divide this a bit further. To be honest though, I don't think I want to. I'm going to have quite a nice large clump there, I think. Yeah. Like I said, I want to keep them quite big, so I'm not going to take many off. But yeah, I should get about maybe 4 or 5 from these plants, I'll crack on. These are all the bits I've broken off the main plants. I think I've got about 4 decent sized clumps there and a couple of little bits that just fell off. So what I'll do now is I will take them to the barn, pot them on, give them a bit of a tidy, and all going to plan, they'll grow into new plants. And I'll also be taking the mother plants back over there as well and putting them into larger pots until we have the space developed here, and then I'll replant them somewhere. Haven't decided where yet. Keep watching and you can join me along the way. So here they are, all potted up. They do look a little bit tatty. I need to cut off all of these dead leaves, but as soon as the warm weather kicks in, they'll establish their roots, they'll send up new growth, and they'll look really lovely. I look forward to showing you them again at that point. Thank you very much for watching. Please tune in again sometime. Click like if you enjoyed the video, and you're very welcome to subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.